Welcome to TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn about write function in a PySpark. So DataFrame.write is used to write a data frame to the external storage in formats such as CSV, Park, JSON, etc. DataFrame.read let you read the file back into the Spark. So first of all, we will be using a DataFrame.write to write our data frame to the blob storage, and then we'll read it back. So I will show you both examples. In this example, what we are going to do, we will be write a CSV file with a header to the blob storage and read it back. So there are a few things you will see when we will be write the file to the blob storage. You're going to see something, these type of files there. So it will say part 0000 something .csv. So there will be multiple files. So these number of files they will be created, they will be depending on total partition of your data frame. Now if we have 4 partitions in our data frame, there would be 4 files, those will be created. The actual data files in your results, CSV, Park, and etc. These are the files which have the real data in them. Then you will see underscore success file. This is a marker file, means that write operation was successful. Then you will see a couple more files, underscore start or underscore committed. These are optional internal files seen in streaming or staging scenarios. You don't have to worry about these ones. We have to kind of worry about this one in case it fails or something. And also we have to see like how many files we are creating here. As I said that there would be multiple CSV files created in that folder for us, and then when we need to read back, we'll read all those files. Spark is really good reading partitioned file, and that's what it helps reading things in parallel and processing the data fast. You can create a single file, and I will show you as well how to create the single CSV file. And if it is writing to the multiple files, you don't care, because it's going to write to one folder, and when you read back, it's going to read all those partitions or the files created in that folder. So for you, it's going to be, you will be dealing with single file writing and reading, so you will not really care about how many sub partitions or sub files it has created under the hood. But depends if you really need in those scenarios where, let's say you want to create Excel file or you want to create CSV file and give to some other teams, then you will be probably creating one CSV file. I will create another video how to do that, but you can create that single file then and use the db util to copy that file to another folder. So I will do that in the next video. Here is our sample data. So you can see that we have 4 records here with the full name, city, and country, and then we are creating a data frame called df. Spark.create data frame will be used to create the data frame df. Then we are using a df.show to see all the results from that data frame. Now we want to write this data frame to the blob storage, and we need a storage account. So let's go back to the Azure portal, and here if I will be showing you can search for storage accounts, and I have a couple of storage accounts already. So one of them is called TechBrothers Storage, and click right there, then go to the data storage, go to containers, and that's where you will see I have a couple of containers. In my case, I'm going to use the output container. Now let's copy this storage account name first and paste it there, and then we'll also provide the container name. I'm going to copy here, and right there, that's where my storage account will go. Now your container name, my container name is output. I'm going to show you how, I hope, yes, it is open right now. So this is the output container. I don't have anything right now in this container, so we are fine, and I can simply go back here, and now we have provided. Now you will be providing how you are gonna access that container. So in my case, I'm gonna go for SAS token here. So I will go to the containers right here, click here, generate SAS, and then I will give some permissions. In my case, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give permissions create, read, delete, whatever, and that's pretty much it. I'm fine, I think, in this scenario. And give me whatever you provide, and also the time or date for which you would like to give the access. In my case, I'm fine for just a couple of days, and generate a SAS token, and I'm going to copy this token right here. I will go back here and paste this token here. Okay, now we have this all set, and here's the configuration for Spark for SAS authentication. So you don't have to worry about that, just copy paste this code and it's gonna be authenticating the Spark to access that folder for you now, or container. Now in the next step, what we are doing now, we are writing that data frame to the container. So here is the output path I'm building out of it. So you can see that so here is the WASBS and then you have container storage account, then blob storage blob.core windows.net, and here is the folder. That's where your CSV files will go. So you will provide the folder, you will not provide the file name. It's going to go into this folder, and then it is divided into multiple CSV files, and that's how the Spark is going to write that. Now see here, I'm putting this df.rdd.get number of partitions. I want to show you how many partitions we have. We have 4 partitions in this case when I created this data frame. So it's going to create 4 CSV files. It's going to spread those records. If we have 4 records, it's going to spread those all across those 4 partitions, and then when we write to the blob storage, it's going to create those small 4 CSV files. But when we read it back, those all 4 will be read, and no problem, it will come as like looks like one to you. Okay, here is df.write function, and then we are saying format CSV mode overwrite, and then option header true, and then save output folder to save to this folder right there. Okay, so that's how you will write the file data frame to the blob storage. Now if we'll want to read, then we'll say df read, and here is a data frame I'm creating, and I'm saying spark.read, and then format CSV, option header yes true, and the load from where output path. So that's our path we already have defined, and this is the complete path where the CSV file will be. Okay, so this will do it, read it back for us, and then we will print it out, df read data frame by using a show function here. So I'm going to go ahead and execute this and then show you the output in the blob storage, so we can take from there. Okay, our execution has failed, and let's see what happened here. Here, one thing I noticed that there is a space right here. That's what the problem is. So when you copy and paste, just make sure there is no space between the storage account, container, and your SS tokens or whatever you have. Just copy exactly as is. Okay, looks like it is a permission issue. The request is not authorized to perform this operation using this permission. So I think I have to add some more permission. So in this case, let me see which permission is missing. Maybe list was missing, and that's what it is. So now we have to generate SAS token again. I'm going to copy and just go back here and just paste it there. Okay, now when we execute, let's see if that helps. Okay, that's great. So you have to provide a list permission as well as a part of when you need to write the data to the blob storage. Now here, this is my original data frame. You can see that there are 4 records, and remember, before even writing that, I was printing the partition. So let me see if I did print. No, actually I did not print that. I should have printed that, and here was that I got the this but I haven't printed, so I should have printed that, so you could see there are 4 partitions. So let me print that for you. Okay, here I'm going to use the print function to print that, and I'm going to delete this line, and then I will be using this printer. So let's execute only this part. We don't need to print the entire thing, and you can see that there are 4 partitions, and that's why when we go back here, and I will go to the right there and to the output, and you see that there is a people data right there, and you see that there are 4 partitions or CSV file created out of it. So each partition is written to the separate part. So if you edit, you see that there is only 1 record in this one, because we had 4 total records, and then the second partition has just another record, and then another record. So for Spark is good because it has the partition. It's just throw those partitions to the blob storage, and when it need to read, it can read those partitions. So it's working parallel. And here is our success. That's you can there isn't really much here, and these are our start, and you can take a look if you want. I don't see any values here as well, and there is a committed, so maybe some records here that tells you some information. But yeah, so here you're going to be concerned about these 4 files. So it depends on number of partitions your data frame has. That many CSV files will be created. And I said it's not a bad thing, actually. It's a good thing if you have large size data frames, and then it will be divided into the multiple partitions and written in parallel, and the read parallel, that's good as well. Now here, remember that we wanted to read back. So when we want to read it back, it's not a problem as well. So it will read from the entire folder and show us all those records. So it read all those different CSV file, in this case it was 4 of them, and then it is showing you as a complete file. So there are 4 records in all those 4 different CSV files. Okay, great. Now what you want to do, as I was telling you, like in case you want to just go ahead and say like, hey, guess what, I don't want to be creating this 4 files here. I want to create actually only 1 file. So that's possible. So let's do that. Now in this case, what we will be doing, we will be using coalesce. Coalesce actually merge those different partitions, and that's what it will do for us. So I'm gonna write that code for you. Give me a second. So here we are just going to change this to the one more thing we are going to do here. So we are saying df coalesce 1. So put all those partition together and then make it them 1, and then we use exactly same thing what we had, write to format CSV, mode override option, this and that. And here, instead of just say people data, I'm going to go with the people data 1. So we leave whatever we have already there. So we don't have to worry about that, and we can go ahead and execute our notebook again, and now we should be taking a look. So it went to the people data 1. We can go back here, and I'm going to go to the output container, and here is my people data 1. So if I click right there, and you see that now it is only 1 CSV file. So if I click right there, what's going to happen, there would be 4 records, and right there you can see all the 4 records. So coalesce did put them together for all those partitions, and if you want to see, let's say you want to see that how many partitions are there. So there was 4 partitions, and if you will use coalesce and put 1 and then print it out, it will show you the 1 partition. So because it merges all those partitions into the 1. Now there is a other part that we can do is if we need to move this to just rename this file, put it as maybe my final customer file, and then write to the another folder, we can do that as well. So we will use a db util, and we will kind of use the copy command and all that, and that will do it. Let's go back and add that part to it, and now we'll try that. So here we are saying list files in the output folder. If you want to do that, so I want to go ahead and take a look, and it should give me all those files. Okay, so it got the files here, and then now what we do, we say part file f.file path for f in files, get the names with the starting part. So we are going to get all the file names of those CSV files, then define the target file path with the new name. So let's say we want to do customer.csv in the same output folder, we can do that, and then say dtutil.fs.copy part file target path. So it will be writing to this CSV file. So if I run this one, what's going to happen, it's going to go ahead and execute and create another file for us. You can go right there in people data 1, and then you will see, let me refresh, and here you see that people data 1, and then you see the customer file. So if in case that's your requirement, like you want to create single CSV file and then copy to another folder or something, you can always go ahead and use that code I showed you right here. So what's going to happen is going to read all those .part files, and then you can write them to another CSV file. I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. What I will do, I will leave this script in the description, so you can use it and test it out. Thank you very much.